have another issue when it comes to space and my Santa Cruz. In fact, on both recent expeditions, I could not even bring my spare tire because the 31-inch tire was too big, and there was nowhere to put it. So one of the easiest places to add more storage space is getting a set of crossbars to mount my roof basket to. So check this out, guys. These are the Thunder Carrier TRX2s. They are Thunder Carrier on eBay and their sister company Cash USA LLC on Amazon. Based on my research, these are the best crossbars that you can get for your Santa Cruz. And let me show you why. So of course, like most crossbars sold today, these are security locking crossbars, so no one can run off with them. On the bottom, we have those two rubber feet that tighten with that Allen bolt. So these will grasp your roof rails snugly without scratching the hell out of them. Up top, you have two more little Allen bolts to adjust the length of your crossbars. So on some vehicles, you'll notice that the back of the car is a little bit more narrow, which is the case with the Santa Cruz. So we have the one crossbar right here that is labeled the rear short bar, and the front one, which is your long bar, because kind of as the vehicle goes back, it gets tapered off, and probably so they can sell these on multiple platforms. Moving to the front of your end caps, you can see the words Thunder kind of stamped onto the side, and on top you have these little lightning bolt emblems cut into the plastic, and they're raised up. They look really cool. Once we have your crossbars all mounted up, we do have these little rubber tracks. They will go through your crossbars and note that anything that is sitting on the bar itself will be protected with these little rubber pads. I mentioned earlier, these crossbars are made of aluminum, and they have a grand total of 220 pounds of payload that they can take on the roof. The manufacturer also claims that these have a low aerodynamic profile to help with wind noise, but all crossbars are going to have wind noise. So we're going to test that and hopefully add something to these crossbars that will help cut down the wind noise just a little bit. With the unboxing all out of the way, let's do a quick installation. Hey, look at this. It's an American air freshener. And also, looks like you get a little lanyard thing too. So you do get a few goodies with your crossbars as well. That's kind of neat. Not all companies do that. But since we have these bars on the tailgate so far, we might as well take our little rubber channel and put those in first. So these are going to be just a little long on each side. It's going to be pretty long on both sides of your short bar, so you might have to cut them down. So like over here, I'm just a little long, but it does have the extra space for it. So go ahead and slip that guy on there. So like it doesn't even come all the way through. Never gonna be able to really tell. Oh yeah, so it really doesn't matter how long they are. At least with your long bar, you can see it does come in there just like that. There. So at least with your long bar, it doesn't matter the length of it. But I have a bad feeling on the short bar. I don't know if it's going to accept those fully. Oh yeah, it's a good thing it definitely narrows in the back. Oh wait, I went against the instructions to make sure our beveled edge is at the front of the car to catch that wind going across it. So definitely double check the orientation of your bars. You're definitely going to spend a little bit of time going back and forth to each side, moving these end caps in and out just a little bit until you get the fitment that you're looking for. Once you are happy with the way your crossbars are sitting, it's time to go ahead and tighten down all three of those Allen bolts, and 3 per side. So get those 3 tightened down, and then you can put your locking end caps on. Then move to your rear crossbar, and the procedure is exactly the same. If you are tightening away and you notice that this one seems to get really tight and it is not moving, it's still really far away, loosen up this top bolt, because this adjusts as you start to do it. Keep these 2 bolts on top loose until your bottom plate is all the way tightened up. Start with the bottom one, then the second one, and then the third one up top. Honestly, you don't need to King Kong tighten all these down, just so everything is really snugged up, and that's about it. It may not look like that inner foot is sitting right where it's supposed to be below that little bump, but the outside is exactly where it's supposed to be, and this guy is not going anywhere at all. You can shake the crap out of this and it's not going to go anywhere. Now that we have both crossbars all tightened down and locked up, I think it's time to go do some initial wind noise testing. Oh yeah, smells like America. So, first thoughts, it's honestly kind of hard to tell. A lot of the noise that you're hearing right now is coming from the all-terrain tires, and I think I can barely hear just the faintest little whine in addition to what was there before, but honestly it's hard to tell the difference. We're doing 55 right now, so maybe if you were to do 65 or 75 you would definitely notice, but I might not be the best person to review the wind noise on these crossbars because of the light bar and the all-terrain tires. So I know on George's Renegade, he took a little bungee cord and wrapped the bungee cord around his crossbars because they were quite noisy. I honestly don't think you need to do that with these. Maybe it's the rubber feet or the little rubber track that sits on top that helps with the wind noise, and of course that beveled edge. But if you have all-season tires and you're really worried about all of the wind noise, you could definitely add a little bungee cord to it. Honestly guys, I think I'm pretty happy with the way these turned out. Install was super easy. I did notice that when putting them together, much like my light bar, you had to pull one of the bars in place, and that's just because how the roof rails sit on the Santa Cruz. But I honestly think these look pretty good. From what my testing done today, I did not notice any wind noise, but like I said, I got a lot of different stuff with the tires and the light bar going on. So a standard Santa Cruz, you're gonna get a little bit of wind noise, and like I said, you can wrap a bungee cord around that to bring your noise down just a little bit. But I think if you're putting crossbars on your vehicle to like haul kayaks or roof baskets, you're not really gonna be concerned about the noise anyways. We are gonna be using this to put my spare tire and maybe some extra gallons of gas or even chairs, but with the Santa Cruz's size being as it is, I think adding a roof basket is going to make a world of difference. These are 179 bucks online, and I will have both Thunder Carrier and Cash USA linked down in the description for you guys to check out if you also want these crossbars. I'm probably not going to do an updated video on this specifically, but I will do a YouTube short a few years down the line to let you know how these guys are holding up. That's all I got for you guys. So I'll have some other Santa Cruz content linked around for you guys to check out. And that's going to be a wrap of this video. We'll catch you later.